fun times. We toured 32 jails under Sheriff Bush, and then jail captain Ruth Davildus and myself. And those were some interesting trips, long trips. And that model got put together, and under Dean's watch, we're in that facility that we're so blessed to have here in Ford County today. So this community owes Sheriff Bush a lot of thanks for this facility.
He wore a lot of dice, actually. That's pretty cool.
Well, that's San
Picture
Diego.
of, the sheriff and Seth.
Yes.
Another picture of the sheriff and Seth. And there's the trio. And just kind of wrapping up, just some highlights of Dean's career. He was the Kansas Sheriff's Association president for 2 years, 2012 and 13. He was the Sheriff of the Year in 2012. He was appointed as a member of the Task Force on Racial Profiling in 2008. We had to be one of the first agencies that received all kinds of training on profiling. He was an FBI Special Deputy as a member of the Heart of America Joint Terrorism Task Force out of Wichita from 2006 to 2014. On the Sea Post, appointed in 2009. Locally, he served on the Crisis Center Board of Directors, the Boot Hill Museum Board, the Southwest Regional Detention Center Advisory Board, the LEPC Committee, and what has been a firearms guest instructor for KLATC for many years. So, I think courage says a lot about Dean. And courage can't see going around corners, but goes around them anyway. And he's always been one of those guys who you could always depend on, that if there was a corner to go around, he was one of the first people to go around the corner. In fact, Dean could probably give you some lessons about how to or how not to kick in doors that has glass in them, because that glass will come out and stick you in the leg. So that's just one that I remember. Probably the only thing like that ever happened.
Yeah, I don't remember any others.
He's had a career of dedicated service. Really, really well done, Sheriff Bush. This is kind of passion is the difference between having a job or having a career. And he has definitely had a career in Ford County. Whoops. People live life with intent to arrive at the end in a pretty and well-preserved package. Police officers skid on broadside, arrive thoroughly used up, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." Enjoy a long retirement, our friend.
Wow.
So this is about how old, Dean?
Probably 12.
12. So got that hair thing going there.
Yeah, you had hair. It's
And
Grandma Kobe.
Here is the sheriff and his sister and his
Our-
grandmother. Yeah. In
Phoenix.
in
In
Arizona or something?
Arizona, yeah.
And Dean is a graduate of Mineola High School in 1970. Now, I'll tell you, I looked through the yearbook. I also am a graduate of Mineola High School many years later than that.
Yeah, you're so young.
Yes, he is.
And, well, there was a few pictures of Dean in the yearbook, several pictures. And I picked out some of my favorite ones. This is, I like those bangs. Those Those are good 1970s bangs, good stuff.
And the
They started
glasses.
going away in '71.
So Dean is in this picture. Can anybody
Yep.
point him out?
Far left. No, he's on the far left.
He is
Madrigals.
the tallest one in the picture.
Yep.
It is.
Mrs. Barngrover. Yeah.
I should probably just remember a little bit, and because Dean was also a member of a rock band when he was just out of high school. Would that be right? Still in high school. And I remember that because you all, I think, played at one of our functions when I was still in high school. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And then his law enforcement career starts. And this is in 1974. And he's the one in the middle. Now that's been a few days ago. And for those of you from are from here, David Salisbury is the guy to the right there, and I'm not sure who the left is. So
Steve Page.
Oh, gee.
1975
Man.
I've never seen that one. That's on the cake.
That's on the cake.
is, I think this was the picture they took for your commission card, maybe? It's-
It's a
About
picture we
that
took at
time.
Blue Hill.
Hmm?
Everybody at Blue Hill.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, and there are those hats. God, did I love those hats.
Yours never looked quite like that because you sat on it for.
Well, the Undersheriff Horton, Dean always got A's because he wore his hat. Mine was in the back trunk, or the back windowsill of my car, getting worn on the bottom from going back and forth. I hated it.
Sliding on the corners.
First thing I did when I took office was got to get rid of those hats. So here we are again, probably about that same period of time. But it was about this period of time that I became to know Dean in more of a professional manner. When I first started, I did when I was going to college, I'd come back on weekends and work for the city of Buckland. And after I got off at the city of Buckland, sometimes I'd go riding with Dean. And what I learned from Dean was a lot. But the main thing I learned from Dean was Philly's Cheroot cigars were really good things. And they're harder than hell to find.
Oh, look at that. 4 boxes of them.
They're a lot more expensive than they were in those. So but they are good. They're very good. I smoked them until I got out and chased somebody and figured out that I didn't have any wind anymore, so I quit smoking them. So here's a picture of Dean and his mom and dad, and you know, I know that they are looking down on us today with a big smile on their face, and his mom would be saying something like, "Sit up straight," and his dad, he would be telling a joke.
That's one of the prettiest pictures of Marie. Look at that.
Here's just a picture of Dean working. We're eradicating marijuana, and Dean has always been a hard worker, and we all can appreciate that because there wasn't anything that he wouldn't do. If he asked somebody to do something, he had probably already done it. So that was always pretty amazing. Me, on the other hand, I knew what delegation meant.
Oh, Duffy.
The dog.
Oh,
And then
Dean. Now he'll cry.
back in the day, Dean lived on a farm south of Dodge. And of course, he'd had Duffy a lot longer than before he moved to the farm. But Duffy was always there to greet us. We had some very, very serious patrol meetings and stuff at that farm. And we put
Smoke some
vehicles,
shrooms.
patrol vehicles together, and Duffy was always there helping us out.
Yeah.
That's a great picture.
Then again, just
Oh, Arlen.
Dean and Arlen.
Dina
Yeah.
Work. Timothy Weinmeister, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he took a break and was at Southwind Tools. He was co-owner, right? And came back in 2000, just in time to run for sheriff. So in this picture goes back to 1984 when he became undersheriff. And whoa, what is this?
I think it's your cell phone.
Seth.
Well, hello there.
Seth.
Excuse me, just a minute, excuse me. I have got to figure something different out here because it went to the wrong damn phone. I mean, darn phone.
There it was. It's
But there is,
Oh.
Okinawa. Live.
Yeah, let's vlog that
this is Dean and Debbie's son Seth, who is in the Marines in Japan. And it's 5:30 in the morning tomorrow.
He's a bush.
She says hello from the future.
So, can you say something, Seth, and we'll see if we've got your audio.
Check.
Good job.
Is it working?
It's working.
We can hear you.
So,
Word.
do you have anything you want to say to your dad?
I don't have a lot to say. I just wanted to say I'm proud of you, Pops. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you, but I tried. But I love you. Congratulations, you earned this. So
And we'll see you at Christmas.
you will. I promise you that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, what do you have to do today, Seth?
Today,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to work here in a little bit. We got weigh-ins today, so hopefully pass that.
Well, good luck, and everybody in this room, that you can see, there's a whole room full of people, and everybody thanks you for your service.
Yeah.
I've never FaceTimed so many people at one time.
And nobody doing anything.
Yeah, where's this live show?
You're it.
No, that's it.
Well, we won't keep you any longer. We just thank you for calling in and being a part of your dad's retirement reception, right?
one. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to do it. Again, thanks, Pops.
You, buddy.
See ya. Congratulations. You earned it. Love you.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
That's cool.
That was great timing. Yeah.
So back to the, now I can speed things up a little bit because I was kind of waiting on that call. So in April 3rd, 1988, the sheriff married his lovely bride, Debbie, and that is a wedding picture of them. Remember, this is a Facebook timeline. And
Pride
actually,
and joy.
after they were married, Dean's Pride and Joy came along, and you've just seen him on
Aw.
FaceTime, but there is Seth's baby picture. And there were two defining moments that I really remember in the years that I've known the sheriff, and that is one when him and Debbie married, and the second is when Seth came along. You could never get a hold of him for anything after that. Untrue. You always could get a hold of him. And this is Dean's family. Dean and Debbie's family.
Jason did have hair back then.
As
Cute.
we go
Yeah.
through the years a little bit, we start to see a little gray.
Yeah.
And you know what always ticked me off about Dean is he ate loads of stuff and could just stay as skinny as can be. And of course I had to go out and eat with him, and it was like Mexican food and just all that stuff that puts weight on all of us normal people. And he could always eat anything he wanted to.
Aw, that's a nice picture.
And this is Dean's, the day that Dean was sworn in as Ford County Sheriff in 2001. And Dean and Debbie on that day. And then just a little while later, then Under Sheriff Lane, who was Sheriff Bush's undersheriff for a long time, was the Police Officer of the Year. And this is when the VFW awarded Under Sheriff Lane that award. Two fine-looking gentlemen.
Yes.
And here is Sheriff Bush, and he is playing with a damn model of the Ford County Jail. Those were some fun times. We toured 32 jails under Sheriff Bush, and then Jail Captain Ruth Davibus and myself. And those were some interesting trips. Long trips. And that model got put together, and under Dean's watch, we're in that facility that we're so blessed to have here in Ford County today. So this community owes Sheriff Bush a lot of thanks for this facility.
He wore a lot of ties, actually. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's San
Picture
Diego.
of, the sheriff and Seth.
Yes.
Another picture of the
Oh.
sheriff and Seth. And there's the trio. And just kind of wrapping up, just some highlights of Dean's career. He was the Kansas Sheriff's Association president for 2 years, 2012 and 13. He was the Sheriff of the Year in 2012. He was appointed as a member of the Task Force on Racial Profiling in 2008. We had to be one of the first agencies that received all kinds of training on profiling. He was an FBI Special Deputy as a member of the Heart of America Joint Terrorism Task Force out of Wichita from 2006 to 2014. On the Seapost, appointed in 2009. Locally, he served on the Crisis Center Board of Directors, the Boot Hill Museum Board, the Southwest Regional Detention Center Advisory Board, the LEPC Committee, and what has been a firearms guest instructor